Welcome to Psych IQ. In this exploration, we dive into the dynamic intersection of psychology and business, unlocking the secrets that can propel organizations towards success. 1. The psychology behind decision-making in business. Understanding the nuances of decision-making is pivotal in the business realm. We delve into the psychology that shapes choices, illuminating how cognitive biases, heuristics, and emotional factors influence decision-makers. Unraveling these psychological threads equips businesses to make informed decisions, optimize processes, and navigate the intricate landscape of the market. In the intricate tapestry of business, decisions form the warp and weft that weave the fabric of success. Understanding the psychology behind decision-making is akin to holding the magnifying glass to the intricate patterns that guide the choices made within boardrooms, offices, and every level of organizational hierarchy. Let's embark on a journey to unravel the complexities that shape strategic decisions and influence the course of businesses. At the heart of decision-making lies the intricate web of cognitive biases. From confirmation bias to anchoring, these invisible forces subtly sway judgments. Exploring the psychology of cognitive biases illuminates how decision-makers may unconsciously lean towards information that confirms pre-existing beliefs or anchor decisions based on initial pieces of information. Awareness of these biases is the first step in mitigating their impact on the decision-making process. In the fast-paced world of business, heuristics serve as mental shortcuts, allowing for quick decision-making. However, these shortcuts can sometimes lead to systematic errors. Understanding how availability heuristics, representativeness, and other cognitive shortcuts influence decision-makers offers valuable insights. Businesses can leverage this understanding to optimize decision-making processes, ensuring that mental shortcuts contribute to, rather than detract from, strategic goals. Beyond the realm of logic, emotions play a significant role in decision-making. The psychology of emotional intelligence helps unravel the impact of feelings on choices made in the business context. Leaders who are attuned to their emotions and those of their team can navigate decision-making with empathy and foresight. This emotional intelligence fosters a decision-making environment that is not only rational, but also emotionally intelligent, contributing to a healthier organizational culture. Business decisions often involve navigating uncertainties and risks. The psychology behind risk perception and tolerance sheds light on how individuals assess and respond to risks. Understanding the interplay between perceived risk, individual risk tolerance, and decision-making strategies allows businesses to craft risk management approaches that align with the psychological dynamics at play. This strategic alignment promotes confident decision-making in the face of uncertainty. The sheer volume of decisions faced by business professionals can lead to decision fatigue, a state where the quality of decisions deteriorates due to mental exhaustion. Exploring the psychology of decision fatigue underscores the importance of streamlining processes, prioritizing choices, and incorporating breaks to maintain cognitive sharpness. Businesses can implement strategies to mitigate decision fatigue, ensuring that crucial choices are made with clarity and precision. Intuition, often considered a mysterious aspect of decision-making, has psychological underpinnings. Unraveling the psychology behind intuition involves understanding how accumulated knowledge and experience manifest as intuitive insights. Leaders who appreciate the role of intuition can integrate it into decision-making processes, fostering a balance between data-driven analysis and instinctive judgments. In the collaborative landscape of business, decisions are rarely made in isolation. Exploring the psychology of group dynamics sheds light on how interpersonal relationships, groupthink, and communication patterns influence collective decision-making. Businesses can optimize group dynamics by fostering open communication, diverse perspectives, and a culture that values constructive dissent. This approach ensures that decisions are not only well-informed, but also enriched by the collective intelligence of the team. Business environments are inherently uncertain, and decision-makers must navigate ambiguity. Understanding the psychology of decision-making in uncertain contexts involves embracing uncertainty as a constant and developing adaptive strategies. Businesses that cultivate a culture of flexibility, experimentation, and learning navigate uncertainty with resilience, turning it into an opportunity for strategic innovation. Every decision contributes to the mosaic of organizational culture. The psychology behind decision-making is intrinsically linked to shaping the values, norms, and ethics of an organization. Leaders who recognize this symbiotic relationship can align decisions with the desired cultural outcomes, fostering a workplace environment that reflects the organization's core principles. In the age of big data, the psychology of data-driven decision-making is a crucial exploration. Balancing rational analysis with human intuition, businesses can harness the power of data to inform strategic choices. Understanding how data influences decision-makers allows organizations to implement effective data-driven decision-making processes, ensuring that insights are translated into actionable strategies. 2. Building high-performing teams, the science of collaboration. Teams are the backbone of any successful business. We explore the psychological dynamics that contribute to building high-performing teams. From fostering effective communication to leveraging diverse strengths, understanding the psychology of collaboration creates an environment where innovation flourishes and collective achievements soar. In the dynamic landscape of business, the strength of a company lies not just in individual brilliance, but in the collective synergy of high-performing teams. This exploration delves into the intricacies of team dynamics, unveiling the psychological principles that drive effective collaboration, foster innovation, and elevate organizations to new heights. At the heart of building high-performing teams is a profound understanding of the psychology of team dynamics. Teams are not mere collections of individuals. They are complex systems influenced by interpersonal relationships, communication patterns, and shared goals. Exploring this psychology enables organizations to tailor strategies that leverage the strengths of team members and mitigate potential challenges, laying the groundwork for synergy. Communication is the lifeblood of any team, and understanding the psychology of effective communication is paramount. Unraveling the intricacies of how information is shared, received, and processed within a team allows leaders to establish clear channels of communication. Teams that prioritize transparent, open, and empathetic communication build a foundation of trust and mutual understanding, paving the way for collaborative success. Diversity within teams is a wellspring of innovation. The psychology of leveraging diversity involves recognizing, celebrating team achievements, both big and small, fosters a positive team culture. Leaders who actively acknowledge and appreciate the collective efforts of their teams create a sense of accomplishment and pride. This celebration reinforces the idea that each team member is a valuable contributor to the overall success of the organization. Leadership sets the tone for team dynamics. Understanding the psychology of effective leadership involves recognizing the impact leaders have on motivation, morale, and overall team performance. Leaders who lead by example, communicate a compelling vision, and actively support their teams create a psychological framework for success, inspiring high performance and sustained excellence. 3. Motivation and productivity. Hacking the psychology of work. In the dynamic realm of business, the keys to organizational success often lie in the hands of motivated and productive individuals. This exploration delves into the intricacies of the psychology behind motivation and productivity, unveiling strategies to harness the power of intrinsic and extrinsic motivators, fostering a culture of engagement, and igniting a high-performance mindset within the workplace. Motivation, the driving force behind productivity, can be categorized into intrinsic and extrinsic forms. Understanding the psychology of intrinsic motivation involves tapping into an individual's internal desires, passions, and sense of purpose. On the flip side, extrinsic motivation relies on external rewards or consequences. Businesses that strike a balance between these motivational forces create a holistic approach that sustains engagement and productivity. Autonomy, the freedom to make choices and take ownership, is a powerful psychological motivator. Unraveling the psychology of autonomy involves recognizing its impact on individual motivation. Organizations that empower employees with autonomy not only nurture a sense of responsibility, but also tap into intrinsic motivation, as individuals feel more connected to the outcomes of their work. The psychology of mastery centers on the human desire to continually improve and excel in one's abilities. Businesses that foster a culture of continuous learning, skill development, and mastery create an environment where individuals are intrinsically motivated to strive for excellence. The pursuit of mastery becomes a psychological driver that enhances productivity and contributes to a positive workplace culture. Work with a clear sense of purpose transcends the mundane tasks of the day-to-day. Understanding the psychology of purpose-driven work involves aligning individual roles with a broader organizational mission. Businesses that communicate a compelling purpose foster a sense of significance and contribution, motivating individuals to invest their energy and efforts wholeheartedly into their work. The psychology of goal setting is intricately tied to motivation. Setting clear, achievable goals and recognizing progress along the way stimulates a sense of accomplishment and fuels motivation. Organizations that implement effective goal-setting strategies create a roadmap for employees, providing direction and purpose that serves as a psychological catalyst for sustained productivity. Recognition is a potent psychological motivator. The psychology of appreciation involves acknowledging and celebrating individual and collective achievements. Businesses that cultivate a culture of recognition not only boost morale but also tap into the positive reinforcement aspect of motivation. Recognized and appreciated employees are more likely to feel valued, fostering a motivated and committed workforce. The physical and social environment of the workplace plays a crucial role in motivation. Understanding the psychology of the work environment involves creating spaces that are conducive to focus, collaboration, and overall well-being. Businesses that invest in creating a positive, inclusive, and supportive workplace environment enhance the psychological factors that drive motivation and productivity. Humans are social beings, and the psychology of social motivation emphasizes the impact of interpersonal relationships on individual drive. Organizations that foster a sense of community, encourage collaboration, and prioritize team-building activities tap into the social motivators that elevate engagement and productivity. The psychology of feedback is a continuous loop that intertwines with motivation. Providing constructive feedback and opportunities for growth fulfills the human need for improvement. Businesses that establish effective feedback mechanisms create a culture of continuous improvement where individuals are motivated by the prospect of enhancing their skills and contributing more effectively to organizational goals. Leadership serves as a linchpin in the psychology of motivation. Leaders who inspire, communicate a compelling vision, and lead by example set the tone for a motivated workforce. Understanding the impact of leadership on motivation involves cultivating leadership qualities that resonate with the psychological drivers of inspiration, trust, and shared purpose. 4. The art of persuasion, influencing minds for business success. In the dynamic world of business, the ability to persuade and influence minds is a potent tool for achieving success. This exploration delves into the art of persuasion, unraveling the intricate psychology that underlies effective communication. From understanding cognitive biases to leveraging principles from social psychology, businesses can cultivate persuasive strategies that resonate with their audience, whether in negotiations, marketing, or leadership. Cognitive biases are the silent architects of decision-making. Understanding the psychology of cognitive biases is paramount for anyone seeking to persuade effectively. From anchoring biases to the availability heuristic, recognizing these mental shortcuts allows businesses to tailor persuasive messages that align with the natural thought processes of their audience. By acknowledging and leveraging these biases, persuasion becomes a strategic dance with the intricacies of the human mind. The psychology of social proof revolves around the innate human tendency to follow the actions of others. Businesses that effectively leverage social proof in their persuasion strategies showcase testimonials, endorsements, or examples of others who have benefited. This creates a psychological environment where individuals are more likely to align their decisions with the perceived consensus, fostering trust and credibility. Reciprocity is a psychological principle deeply ingrained in human interactions. Understanding the psychology of reciprocity involves recognizing the human tendency to respond positively to kindness and favors. Businesses that incorporate the art of giving, whether through free resources, samples, or acts of goodwill, create a sense of indebtedness that can influence future decisions in their favor. The psychology of consistency centers around the human desire to align actions with stated commitments. Businesses that strategically employ this principle in persuasion recognize that individuals are more likely to agree to requests that align with their prior commitments. Whether through gradual commitments or asking for small agreements, fostering consistency becomes a persuasive force that builds trust and cooperation. The psychology of authority underscores the impact of perceived expertise. Businesses that establish and communicate their authority within a field, whether through industry accolades, expert endorsements, or thought leadership, leverage this psychological principle to enhance their persuasive influence. Authority serves as a guiding beacon that instills confidence in the audience's decision-making. Emotions are powerful drivers of decision-making. The psychology of creating emotional connections involves tapping into the feelings and aspirations of the audience. Businesses that weave narratives, visuals, or messaging that evoke emotional responses establish a deeper connection. This emotional resonance becomes a persuasive force that goes beyond logic, influencing decisions on a visceral level. The psychology of scarcity is rooted in the fear of missing out. Businesses that strategically employ the scarcity principle, emphasizing limited availability or exclusive opportunities, create a sense of urgency. This urgency taps into the human desire to possess what is perceived as rare or in demand, enhancing the persuasive impact of the message. The psychology of the recency effect acknowledges that information presented last is more likely to be remembered and impactful. Businesses that strategically time their persuasive messages, ensuring key points are presented towards the end, maximize the recency effect. This temporal framing influences how information is retained and shapes the overall impact of the persuasive communication. The psychology of framing recognizes that how information is presented significantly influences perception. Businesses that master the art of framing, choosing language and context carefully, shape the way their messages are interpreted. Whether emphasizing benefits over features or presenting information positively, effective framing enhances the persuasive impact on the audience's perception. Amidst the art of persuasion, ethical considerations are crucial. The psychology of ethical persuasion involves building trust and maintaining integrity in all communication efforts. Businesses that prioritize transparency, honesty, and genuine value creation establish a foundation of trust with their audience. Ethical persuasion not only yields short-term gains, but contributes to long-term relationships and brand credibility. 5. Crafting customer experiences, the psychology of consumer behavior. In the dynamic landscape of business, understanding the psychology of consumer behavior is the cornerstone of crafting unforgettable customer experiences. This exploration delves into the intricacies of consumer psychology, unveiling the driving forces behind purchasing decisions. From decoding emotional triggers to optimizing user experiences, businesses can create customer journeys that resonate, fostering loyalty and elevating brand perception. At the core of consumer behavior lies a rich tapestry of emotions. Understanding the psychology of emotional triggers involves recognizing the range of feelings that influence purchasing decisions. Businesses that tap into these emotional nuances create experiences that forge a deep connection with their audience. Whether through storytelling, visuals, or brand messaging, emotional resonance becomes a powerful catalyst for consumer engagement. Perceptions shape the way consumers interact with brands. The psychology of perceptions involves understanding how individuals interpret and assign value to products or services. Businesses that actively manage and shape these perceptions, whether through branding, marketing communications, or user interfaces, influence the overall consumer experience. Positive perceptions contribute to a sense of trust and authenticity. Cognitive biases play a significant role in how consumers make choices. Unraveling the psychology of cognitive biases, from confirmation bias to the anchoring effect, allows businesses to navigate and leverage these mental shortcuts. By understanding how these biases influence decision-making, businesses can tailor their strategies to provide a seamless and positive customer experience. The psychology of social proof extends to consumer behavior, where individuals often look to others for guidance. Businesses that strategically incorporate social proof, such as customer testimonials, reviews, or endorsements, tap into the human desire to align with the choices of a larger group. This influence creates a sense of trust and credibility, enhancing the overall consumer experience. Scarcity and urgency are psychological triggers that drive action. The psychology of creating a sense of scarcity involves highlighting limited availability or exclusive opportunities. By instilling a sense of urgency, businesses prompt consumers to make decisions more swiftly. Crafting experiences that play on these principles can elevate engagement and drive conversions. Consumers crave personalized experiences that resonate with their individual preferences. The psychology of personalization involves leveraging data and insights to tailor interactions and offerings. Businesses that invest in personalization not only meet the unique needs of consumers but also create a sense of being understood, enhancing the overall customer experience and fostering brand loyalty. Cognitive dissonance occurs when consumers experience discomfort or conflict after a purchase. Understanding the psychology of cognitive dissonance involves proactive measures to reassure and support customers post-purchase. Businesses that prioritize customer service, provide clear information, and facilitate smooth returns or exchanges mitigate cognitive dissonance, contributing to a positive overall experience. Nostalgia is a powerful psychological force that influences consumer behavior. Businesses that evoke feelings of nostalgia, whether through branding, marketing, or product design, create a sense of emotional resonance. This emotional connection enhances the overall customer experience, fostering positive associations and long-lasting loyalty. The psychology of user experience, UX design, is crucial in shaping how consumers interact with digital platforms and products. Businesses that prioritize intuitive navigation, clear communication, and visually appealing design enhance the overall user experience. Positive UX design contributes to consumer satisfaction, repeat business, and positive word-of-mouth recommendations. Trust is the foundation of a strong customer-business relationship. The psychology of building trust involves transparency in communication, ethical business practices, and a commitment to customer satisfaction. Businesses that prioritize trust-building measures create an environment where consumers feel secure in their interactions, contributing to a positive and enduring customer experience. 6. Navigating change, the psychological resilience of organizations. In the ever-evolving landscape of business, the ability to navigate change is not just a skill but a strategic imperative. This exploration delves into the psychology of organizational resilience, unraveling the intricate dynamics that shape how businesses adapt, innovate, and thrive amidst transformative shifts. From understanding the human response to change to fostering a culture of adaptability, organizations can cultivate psychological resilience as a driving force for sustained success. Change, whether incremental or transformative, triggers a range of emotional responses within individuals. Understanding the psychology of change involves recognizing common reactions such as resistance, anxiety, or uncertainty. Organizations that acknowledge and address these psychological responses foster an environment where employees feel supported, easing the transition and promoting a more positive adaptation to change. The psychology of change management extends beyond the mechanics of implementation. It involves nurturing a culture of adaptability. Organizations that prioritize change as a constant and communicate the benefits of adaptability foster a mindset where employees are more receptive to new ideas and approaches. This psychological resilience becomes a cornerstone for navigating change effectively. Leadership serves as a lighthouse during times of change. The psychology of leadership in change resilience involves leading by example, communicating a compelling vision, and demonstrating a proactive approach to navigating uncertainties. Leaders who embody adaptability and resilience create a psychological anchor for their teams, inspiring confidence and motivation amidst change. Emotional intelligence is a pivotal element in change leadership. The psychology of emotional intelligence involves recognizing and managing one's emotions and understanding the emotions of others. Leaders with high emotional intelligence navigate change with empathy, fostering a supportive environment where the emotional impact of change is acknowledged and individuals feel heard and understood. Communication is the bridge that connects change initiatives with the individuals affected. The psychology of effective communication in change involves clarity, transparency, and consistent messaging. Organizations that prioritize open communication channels during change initiatives create an environment where employees feel informed, reducing anxiety and resistance. Resistance to change is a natural human response rooted in the fear of the unknown. The psychology of overcoming resistance involves engaging employees in the change process. Organizations that actively involve employees, provide opportunities for input, and address concerns constructively, empower individuals to become stakeholders in the change journey, enhancing overall resilience. The psychology of a learning culture revolves around the belief that growth occurs through continuous improvement. Organizations that embrace a learning mindset encourage experimentation, knowledge sharing, and adaptability. This psychological approach not only enhances the organization's ability to navigate change, but also fosters a resilient culture that thrives on innovation. Change can impact the well-being of employees. The psychology of coping strategies involves providing resources and support to help individuals manage stress and uncertainty. Organizations that prioritize employee well-being, whether through wellness programs, mental health initiatives, or flexible work arrangements, contribute to a psychologically resilient workforce. The psychology of celebrating small wins acknowledges the importance of recognizing and reinforcing positive adaptations during change. Organizations that celebrate incremental achievements create a positive feedback loop, motivating employees and reinforcing the belief that their efforts contribute to the overall success of the change initiative. The psychology of post-change evaluation involves reflecting on the change process, assessing outcomes, and learning from experiences. Organizations that prioritize reflective practices create a culture of continuous improvement. This psychological approach not only enhances resilience for future changes, but also fosters a sense of organizational self-awareness and growth. As we conclude this exploration of psychology for business, I invite you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. How has psychology played a role in your business endeavors, or what specific topics would you like us to delve into further? Your insights contribute to the ongoing dialogue at Psych IQ, where knowledge empowers understanding. Subscribe for more profound explorations into the world of psychology and its transformative applications in various facets of life. Welcome to Psych IQ, where we decode the complexities of the mind for a brighter, more insightful future.